While most homesteaders are waiting for the ground to thaw, I am here printing money. This isn't just a hobby, it's a high yield winter side hustle. By taking a few simple cuttings of Chicago hardy figs and currants now, I'm turning zero into hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars in plant sales come springtime. Today, I am showing you the overbuilt indoor setup that makes this possible. From the specific light spectrum to the self-watering system that keeps my success rate at nearly 100%. If you want to fund your homestead projects this year without touching your bank account, pay attention. Let's build an indoor nursery. Since I have a heat pump up here and I'm keeping my office at a perfect 60 to 70 degrees throughout the day, this is the perfect spot I'm gonna do winter gardening. I'm gonna advance a bunch of things. I'm gonna set up a grow tower over here, and then I have a bunch of citrus plants, and then maybe I'll even go crazy and put in some types of lights here. But this is where I plan to do all my starts, my fig propagation from this hardy fig I got. So let's get building. So it comes with temperature and humidity, as well as a 24-hour timer. So it's pretty nifty. Get these set up and we're ready to start planting. Today we are gonna take cuttings from my garden. I'm removing all my perennials out of here. I have figs and currants. Those are some of the two easiest to propagate. I have my indoor winter garden set up with lights. So we're gonna take cuttings and we're gonna make and print money with that setup. We're gonna sell these in the springtime from $5 to $10 a piece, and we're gonna get started. This is free material. What's crazy about figs is that in my area, they die. So if I don't take them, I'm gonna lose them anyways. So we're gonna take cuttings. Everything is still green and alive right now. We haven't had a cold winter, so we're gonna cut. Let's do it. Boom. This here is my fig. It's called the Chicago hardy fig. And every year it comes back from the roots, and as the roots get bigger, it can grow more and produce more fruit. One mature tree here in Colorado can produce 70 to 100 fruits per year by the end of the fall if done correctly. And I have friends that'll wrap this with sawdust and keep it insulated, and these will just come back to life. So you can get figs here in the high mountains of Colorado. Next is our currants. These are red currants. They're a little spiky, so you gotta be careful. But each one of these will produce two plants right here, 2 plants right here. Off this entire thing, I can get about 10 plants. Each bush can give me more than I could ever use or plan to use. And because I'm digging these out of my garden anyways, I need to cut these back. All right, here comes the fun part. We take the currants, we're gonna start with that. And you take this, and that is one plant right there. I like to remove over here these nodules, free up the lower ones, and that's where the stem cells are, so that's where the roots will come out. And since we have so many, I'm gonna do about 2 or 3 currants per pot. Really simple. And this variety is called Red Lake. It's a red currant. Does fairly well okay here. Best would be black currants where I live, and they tend to not be bothered by the birds. And that's it. So here's what my currants look like. And each of these I can sell probably for $5 to $10, 5 on the cheap end, 10 on the better side. And so there is 18 trays here. So anywhere from 90 to $180 just on this tray. So if you're doing 4 of these, you're looking at paying off everything I've invested into that winter gardening equipment. So here are my currants. It'll take a while for them to sprout. This nifty thing around here will create it so it's a greenhouse effect. So I don't have to cover these up and worry too much about moisture. And I'll just keep checking down below for moisture, making sure we're good. And so we gotta wait. But this, once this leaves out, I can probably sell in the spring. I'm thinking closer to $8, maybe even 10 if I'm ambitious. And this little tray just here will pretty much pay for this entire electrical setup I have here with 4 lights. And without trying to shove too much in here, I can shove 1 tray per one of these benches, or whatever you call them. 1 tray per tray. All right, so here's my final setup for my winter gardening. I'm gonna keep making cuttings, getting the figs in there. And this is like my little fun station, because you can control the lighting and when they turn on and which ones are off or on. You can really do a lot of fun stuff with this. And I might just do lettuce in the bottom and a few and just start, but I'm gonna start all my seed starts here. I think that's gonna be super easy. This setup comes all with the lights, the structure, and this really nice plastic covering, so the moisture especially can be controlled. Not too much moisture, not too little. Perfect little winter setup. Just keep it fun. I'm showing you with currants how you can just do a few trays of this, set it up. You don't even have to own the currants. You can just cut someone else's, and you can pay for this entire setup all in one go. All right, we are here 3 weeks after the initial planting. I've added the fig tray, which you didn't see last time. And here we have all the currants growing, hemp, and the figs. Let's check them out. Here are the figs. Yeah, 100% success rate here, and these are gonna be huge. I gotta figure out what to do, because in maybe a month or so, they're gonna be hitting the lights. Not a bad problem. Here are my figs. You can see they're starting to sprout up. And these, a little bit less success rate, but still, I got at least 1 per tray, which is what I was hoping for. And these are gonna be doing beautifully. And after I planted these, it got down to like 5 degrees and looked colder, so it would have killed all these. So we got these just in time. If you wanna learn more about these types of setups, I'll put links down below to these grow systems I have. If you guys have any questions, comments, put them down below. I'll let you know with my experience, and we'll see you on the next one.